What is up, YouTube? ITV here, and I'm here to give an in-depth analysis of all the Mega evolutions revealed for Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. That will also include Groudon and Kyogre. Now, we've actually had a lot of Mega evolution revealed. I think the number is about 15, 16, or 17, something like that. And it seems like they're intentionally trying to break the game and break all the tiers up. And I'll get to that a little bit later. It just seems like they're just trying to intentionally just turn everything upside down. Let's start off first with Mega Sceptile. Mega Sceptile became a Grass Dragon, which is a brand new type combination, which we should have had for years. But we finally get it, although it's for a Mega. It's not an actual line. It's not a evolutionary line. But he becomes Grass Dragon. His ability is Lightning Rod, and he gets a boosted attack. A boosted speed and special attack, and maybe even attack. They haven't really been too clear on this one. That's a speculation. Mega Sceptile, I can see being used for the ability Lightning Rod. This thing is an absolute Rotom killer. I can definitely see Rotom like completely leaving the OU metagame. Rotom Wash just will not be a thing anymore. I'm sorry. With an immunity to electricity and a quad resistance to his stab of Hydro Pump, Rotom Wash will have a hard time vying for a slot in the metagame, in the OU metagame. But Mega Sceptile has one crippling weakness though. The fact that it is 4 times weak to ice. That's a big problem. Now, here's a famous case of this. Torterra, who's actually not a bad Pokemon, if I do say so myself, is stuck in the PU tier because he's just that Ice Shard just completely destroys him. And with Sceptile's kind of mediocre defense, Ice Shard may be a problem. Like, I actually run Choice Band Donphan. I don't know how many people do that, but I run fully offensive Choice Band Donphan on Showdown. So I think I could win it KO Sceptile, but I don't know. I can't really think of math off the top of my head. But I see Sceptile maybe being an OU for the purpose of stopping Rotom, but maybe UU also. Keep in mind, like, regular Sceptile is in U, so that's something to think about. Alright, that's enough of Mega Sceptile. Next up, we have Mega Swampert. And Mega Swampert just looks like a beast, just straight up. Just look at him. He's like he's had protein shakes, the friggin' 1,000-pound weights. He got jacked for this release of Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. He retains his typing, gets the ability Swift Swim. I know a lot of people want him to have Sap Sipper, but he would have been too good. If he had Sap Sipper, he would have had no weakness. He's already extremely bulky. Could you imagine this monster having no weakness at all? I can see him being used on maybe rain teams and OU because of like Drizzle Politoed. It just depends on what his speed boost is. If he gets a speed boost, that'd be pretty dope. But I could definitely see him being like a hard-hitting rain team user. I could definitely see that happening. He gets a boosted attack stat, so he's gonna be hitting very hard. So I could definitely see him being an OU, possibly UU. Because, I mean, Swampert's already in UU as it is, so he's actually very good. Anyway, let's get a Mega Slowbro. Now, this one is one I actually like myself. I'm a big fan of Slowbro. And this is where I'm thinking they're really starting to try to break the game here. Mega Slowbro has the ability Shell Armor, which means that critical hits will not land. So that means if he can set up a bunch of Calm Minds, you don't have to worry about him being critted. Now, I know a lot of people want him to have Regenerator, but Regenerator, in this situation, I would think Shell Armor would be better, because if you're trying to set up, you can't rely on crits. I know a lot of people in UU like to run that Kingdra set with the Scope Lens Focus Energy Draco Meteor. Not against Mega Slowbro, buddy. Mega Slowbro, you cannot land crits against him because of his Shell Armor. He also gets a boosted defense and special attack stat. So that means that if you can set up a couple Calm Minds, have Slack off, you're pretty much good to go. Now, there's always a problem of him being Toxic stalled. That's a problem. Like maybe someone hitting with a Toxic. Maybe you could even run Rest Sleep Talk. Maybe a better Suicune set. This will work for Mega Slowbro. Rest Sleep Talk set maybe. But I see him probably being an OU. I mean, regular Slowbro is already in OU, so I don't see him dropping. So I think he's gonna be an OU. Next up, we had Mega Sableye, and then Mega Sharpedo, then Mega Camera Up. Let's get a Mega Sableye. Mega Sableye was first revealed at the E3 conference in Los Angeles. Now this one I really didn't see coming. Actually, no, I did. I mean, we had Mega Mawile, so why would there not be Mega Sableye? This is one I'm actually kind of disappointed in. He gets Magic Bounce, I get that, but Prankster is just so much better. That's why people started using Sableye, because he got Prankster. I could be wrong. There may be another reason why I started using him. That's why I started using Sableye, personally, because he got Prankster. Now, Magic Bounce is cool and all, but we have Espeon to do that. We have Absol, and to also get Magic Bounce, you don't need to turn Mega if you want to have just Espeon. You can just send Espeon in right away, and boom, Magic Bounce. I have to turn Mega. Now he gets a boosted defense and special attack stat, but he gets decreased speed. I don't think anybody's really gonna miss the speed. Like the speed can just that doesn't really matter. He's already pretty slow, which is why you needed Prankster to help him out. Prankster is so much better in my opinion. Now Mega Sableye, I'm really not too sure about this one. Like I said, it's not really my personal favorite. But they gave him a bigger gym, which is really just kind of strange to say the least. But for me using Mega Sableye, I would prefer to keep regular Sableye. Prankster Will-O-Wisp Recover is always just better. That's just my opinion. And its attack stat's already higher than its special attack stat, so it would just be better for him. So I really don't know where this Mega Sableye is gonna really go. And let's get a Mega Sharpedo. And this is where I say they're trying to break the game. Mega Sharpedo, they said he gets an increase in every stat, so that's good. Mega Sharpedo actually has really good special attack. It's actually base 90 something. If I'm not mistaken, it's either base 80 or 90. I'm not too sure. I don't have my stats up right now. But I actually run a special Sharpedo on Showdown. It's actually not that bad. His ability is Strong Jaw, and he retains his typing of Water and Dark. Strong Jaw is actually really good, contrary to popular belief. If you can set up a couple speed boosts as regular Sharpedo and then Mega Evolve, you will be doing a lot of damage. Like they may have to put Aegislash back in OU because Sharpedo will be put in OU, and I would say Sharpedo is going to be a very good counter for Aegislash with Crunch, boosted attack stat, and Strong Jaw. This thing will be an Aegislash killer. We also have another one of those coming up. Get to that when I get to that in a second, but I see Mega Sharpedo being an OU. It just seems too good not to be an OU, honestly. Like, why would you not use it? I think it's going to be really good. You can also run Mix Set. Up next we have Mega Camera Up. He gets an increase in all his stats except for speed. Now, he also gets the ability Sheer Force. He keeps his typing of Fire and Ground. This is another one I don't really know how to feel about. If I'm not mistaken, isn't he also in the PU tier? But Fire Ground is not a really good typing, honestly. Like, he's quad weak to water, which is a very common attacking type. So Greninja would definitely be a hard counter to this thing, definitely. I don't see him being an OU. I would say RU or UU maybe. I don't see him staying in you though. He seems too good to stay in you. He just has really weird stat distribution. It's just, I also think his biggest problem is that it's like you can run a physical set on this thing, a physically attacking set, but he gets no reliable like stab physical move. He does not get Flare Blitz. Like his attack stat's not that bad, honestly. I know he gets like Earth Power, Stone Edge, you know, Flamethrower, Lava Plume. Those are some of his notable moves. But for Mega Camera Up, I mean, he could possibly be very bulky. That's a possibility. But I just don't see him being high up in the tier. I don't think Mega Camerup's that. I don't think he's gonna be that dynamic to change things up. And let's get to the next three. And this is just where things just completely just go haywire. Mega Altaria. Well, why did you do this, Pokemon? Why? Why did you do this? Mega Altaria, Dragon Fairy. I think this one's gonna be the big player, honestly. I really do think this is gonna be a big player for the OU tier. That's right, I think this thing's going to OU. Pixelate is a great ability. I think it's a really good ability. I don't think this thing is hyper voice though. I don't know what kind of like normal special stab he gets. But I think he's gonna be a big player. He gets an increase in special attack and a boosted defense, which is really good because now that he gets a boost in attack, he can quite possibly be a very viable Dragon Dancer, which is going to be just really, really good. And also Pixelate, and also an immunity to Dragon. This seems going to be a pretty good Dragonite killer. Oh, what do Dragonites normally run? Nothing that can really hit Altaria. I know the standard sets usually like Dragon Claw or Outrage, Extreme Speed, Dragon Dance, and either Earthquake or Fire Punch. But this thing gets boosted defense, boosted special attack, and attack. This is going to be huge. Up next, we have... Oh yeah, I think he's also going to OU. I think this thing's going to OU. Up next, we have Mega Salamence. Again, Pokemon, why? Why must you do these things? Are you trying to get everything banned to Uber? This thing is going to be an absolute monster. He gets highly boosted defense, which means you could probably even run a wall set if you're into that type of thing. But his ability is Aerialate. Now, they didn't say anything about his attack boost or speed boost, so I'm not too sure about that. They didn't say anything about that. But with Aerialate, that's the thing that made Pinsir so dangerous. That's why Pinsir went from NU to OU, because it was just so dangerous with Aerialate. It turns all your normal moves into flying moves, and you get stabbed for that, and an increase on those moves. So, for example, Headbutt, Double Edge, Body Slam, all those moves will be boosted with Aerialate. Salamence is already pretty fast as it is, so if you can set up a Moxie with previous Salamence, if you can get a Moxie boost or a Dragon Dance boost, then it's going to be GG, because this thing is going to be a monster. I think this thing's going to be a major player. Will it go to OU? Absolutely. Will it be banned to Ubers? Wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it at all. Up next, we got Mega Metagross. Now, I was really hyped when this one came out. Really hyped. It gets an increase in attack, defense, special attack, special defense. So that means you could run a bulky set or just a straight up physical attack set. He also gets a greatly increased speed stat. I think I missed that. So that means you could probably run like a jolly Mega Metagross. He'll be really fast. Like, we don't know the base stats for these megas yet. I'm just speculating. But you can have like a bulky max attack, max HP set, a fast physical sweeping set with max attack, max speed, a physical tank, a special tank maybe. It's the possibilities with this guy's endless, and he gets tough claws, which is really good. I know a lot of people want to levitate. Well, here's Pokemon logic. A lot of Pokemon you think would have levitate don't get levitate for some reason. Like, I'm not quite too sure why. Just like Clear Body, like a lot of Pokemon don't actually have Clear Bodies get Clear Body. Like Regirock. Why does Regirock have Clear Body? You can't see through him. I'm kind of getting off topic here, but Mega Metagross is going to be really good. It's going straight to OU without a shadow of a doubt. He's already in UU as regular Metagross, so I think he's going straight to OU. Ubers even possibly. Anyway, up next we have Mega Rayquaza, Mega Lopunny, and my personal favorite, Mega Gallade. Let's cover Mega Rayquaza. He was just revealed like today. Well, it depends on whenever I put this video up. Well, this week, yeah, we'll say this week. Now, not too much is known about him, but he does get the ability Delta Storm, and what was the other one? What was his new attack called? Dragon Descend, I think. I really don't remember, but it's a really powerful flying type move. Ubers is going to be a very interesting tier to watch. Plain and simple, straight up. Ubers is going to be very interesting to watch. A lot of weather battles going on. Like, I don't know, even Ubers might be too good at this point. He may be too good in Uber. Same thing with Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon. It's gonna be crazy up in Ubers. Yeah, not too much to know about Mega Rayquaza as this video is being made, but I really do think it's gonna be very powerful. It's gonna be a very good design. I mean, yeah, it's very good design. It's gonna be a very good physical attacking threat. Up next, Mega Lopunny. This is one that nobody expected whatsoever, but I'm happy that it's been made. Mega Lopunny, just straight up, it's gonna be really good. It gets scrappy. This thing's gonna be an Aegislash killer. Like, it gets scrappy. It's getting high jump kick now. Sky uppercut, I think. It's getting a bunch of good moves. Circle throw. It gets dizzy punch. It just return. It gets a highly boosted attack and speed stat with scrappy. As long as you predict the King Shield to come and you don't go for something like that, and you hit him on the next turn, you will pretty much knock Aegislash out. So this is gonna be really good. I think this thing's going to OU, honestly. I don't know, either UU or OU. I could definitely see UU, definitely. But will it be put to OU? I don't know. I think it will, actually. I'll be bold enough to say it will. Anyway, up next, Mega Gallade, and then we have Mega Audino, then Mega Diancie. Like I said, Mega Gallade, one of my favorites here. He gets a cape. What more do you need? He gets bigger blades on his hand. What more do you need? The only bad part is his ability is inner focus, which is absolute garbage. I don't know why they chose that. I guess it's good against Mega Metachan, like avoid the fake out. But if how would you not know he had inner focus? Like, just plain and simple, how would you not know? I mean, any Pokemon trainer would know inner focus prevents flinching. So it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't really know. The ability could have been so much better. Have him keep Justified, I thought would have been great. But anyway, he gets an attack and speed boost. His attack is already really good. Like, that's the thing, his attack's already really good. So if this boosts, I think it's gonna be a major player. Quite possibly he's already in RU tier. So I can see him being put in UU. OU, I'm not really too sure. But anything's possible. I mean, Mega Gardevoir is an OU now. But I think he's gonna be a major player. Up next, we have Mega. Oh, I can't finish it. Mega Audino. Now, I love playing in the NU tier. It's one of my favorite tiers to play in. That's my specialty. I specialize in the NU tier. Audino is actually not a bad Pokemon. Regenerator is what Audino's biggest claim to fame is. But they took that away. They said, you know what? We're going to take an already bad Pokemon and somehow screw it up. They gave it Healer, which has a chance of curing your ally Pokemon's status problem. Sounds great, right? But the occurrence rate is so low, like 30% chance every turn. If they would somehow boost that to like 50 or 70, that would be great. Like, they would somehow just boost that chance to have that healer ability activate. 30% chance is not very reliable. It does get a boost in defense and special defense, which I'm pretty sure everybody expected this. But I love the design. I think the design is really good. It's nice, crisp, clean. The coloring is sublime. I love the design. It's also normal fairy type, which is pretty alright. Actually, it's really not. With Audino gaining fairy type, it gains weaknesses steel and poison, but it loses weakness to neutral to fighting. That's not a very good trade-off. So I don't want to say this, but Mega Audino may just be the first ever Mega to just stay in NU. It's crazy, right? I really hope that's not the case, though. I like Audino. I want Audino to succeed. I want Audino to be used. But it just does not seem like it's going to be that great. Maybe for VGC purposes, yes, but for the singles, I don't see anybody using Mega Audio. I probably will, honestly, just to be out there. I'll probably just have my main Mega be Audio. I'm going to use it regardless. I like Audio. I'll give it a chance. But for other people using it, I just don't know. And last but not least, for the Megas at least, we have Mega Diancie. I don't even know why they did this, honestly. This is their first ever Gen 6 Pokemon. I have to say, I'm not too big a fan of this one. Now, I'm not saying I don't like Diancie, period, but I don't really see, I don't know what they were going for. Like, it also has Magic Bounce, so, hey there, Mega Sableye, it gets Magic Bounce. It gets a big boost in speed, and a boost in attack and special attack, while experiencing a reduction in defense and special defense. Like, why? Like, what was the point of making it so bulky, just to have that thing taken away from it? That really just kind of defies all logic. I guess it's gonna be kind of like a fast special attacker now, but we have Gardevoir for that. Like, Gardevoir is that go-to hard-hitting, fast special attacker for the OU tier. That's Fairy. Pixelate Hyper Voice is great, but it's just I really wish they would like. I wish regular Diancie was good. A base 50 HP is terrible. Like, that is just absolutely abysmal. Like Diancie has great defense, great special defense, but a base 50 HP is just terrible. That's why Carbink is in PU, because it's just great defenses, great support capabilities, but a base 50 HP is not that good, which is why Diancie can't really be used as that. Can't really be used that bulkily, I guess you can say. That's not even a word, but okay. Anyway, the big boost in speed is interesting because it does not even really look that fast. It looks really slow, actually. This is another one I was talking about. Like, does Diancie not levitate? Like, Diancie levitates, so why does it have clear body? I understand the whole jewels and stuff, but I prefer levitate. But we have not seen a Mega Pokemon get a boost in HP yet, because that'd be impossible. But yeah. And UU tier. Let's get to the primal side. Sorry if I'm kind of like just clicking. I couldn't really stop the recording, but let's get to the primal side. These are very interesting. Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre. Like I said, they're trying to break the game. These two might even be too good for Ubers. Like, are you serious? Like, his ability completely nullifies all water moves. He's ground fire. Like, he now gets a big boost in attack, and he's ground fire, which means that stab fire punch will be doing a lot of damage in the sun, and water types can't touch him. So yeah, why on earth do they do this? He might be too good for Uber. But I like him though. I really like him. I'm a big fan of Primal Groudon. That's just all I have to say about that. He's gonna stay in Uber for sure. They might have to make a new tier. Plain and simple. He looks too good. Primal Kyogre keeps the same typing of water. Gets the ability of Primordial Sea, which makes it so that fire moves evaporate. Is it evaporate? No. Evaporation is when water turns to steam. So I guess you would say these would just fizz up. I don't know the correct term. Condensate? Who knows? But anyway, Primal Kyogre gets a boost in special attack. And I have to say, right now, I'm the biggest fan of Primal Groudon. Dual typing, water type moves are nullified. It's going to be huge. Primal Kyogre is just fire type moves will also be neutralized. But I would prefer for him to also be Ice Water. That would have been pretty cool to see Ice Water Primal Kyogre. My mouse is in the way. Sorry about that. Ice Water would have been pretty cool. Stab, Ice Beam, stab all of that. Blizzard if you want to do that. All I know is I'm pretty hyped right about now. I'm pretty hyped. Now, will we see more Megas is the question. At this point, I highly doubt it. I did say we were going to see Mega Milotic, but at this point it seems very unlikely. It's a real shame. I mean, I said if it didn't come this game, I would say definitely next game without a shadow of a doubt. The Mega Milotic will happen. It's inevitable. It's one I feel the most inevitable for. It's gonna happen. I'm not a Milotic fanboy. I'm just saying, like, it's logically speaking. But at this point, I don't think we'll be seeing any more Megas. Oh, that means Mega Latios and Mega Latias. I also miss them. They have not been officially revealed. But just know those two are gonna be really good. Also, they're gonna be really good. I've used them on Showdown and like the balanced Hackmons. They're gonna be really good. But if you enjoyed the video, if you want to see some more speculation, I'm always around. Always have some content up. But until next time, I will see you all later. Enjoy. I'll leave you with this.